to our channel.
Let us take you on a trip to Yunnan and show you the diverse sceneries and cultures. We took an evening flight to Guangzhou with a connecting flight to Dali the following morning.
Time for an in-flight feast. The cabin crew gave me a limited edition Coke.
Look at the magnificent view of Tangshan and Erhai.
The cloud above Tangshan looks like cotton candy.
We have arrived at our accommodation. Our room has a direct view of the lake. Lakeview accommodations tend to be pretty expensive during the peak travel seasons. During off-peak seasons like in December, prices are less than half of that. As you can see, the room is clean and spacious, and the bathroom as well.
In winter, Erhai isn't too cold during the day, with plenty of sunshine.
The first order of business is lunch. The main minority here is the Bai people, and there are plenty of Bai cuisine restaurants around Erhai. We ordered some stir-fried water cabbage and matsutake with pork. We ran into a vendor in the village carrying strawberries on a shoulder pole.
They were really sweet.
The eco walkway along Erhai is car-free, which makes it perfect for bike riding. Our host lent us a couple of bikes to cycle around Erhai.
As the sun gradually descended below the horizon, most of the tourists had left, and Erhai felt so peaceful and beautiful.
Dinner is the whitefish, which is a local specialty. This is the best swan cai yu we've had.
Good morning! We're up early to catch the sunrise at Erhai, and so are the seagulls.
Winter mornings are pretty chilly, so remember to wear a thick jacket.
For breakfast, we're trying a Yunnan specialty, ersi. It is made from rice which is hand-pressed into noodles, giving it a firmer and denser texture compared to other types of noodles.
In the evening, we headed to Dali Old Town to enjoy Thai style, hand-tossed rice and grilled fish. Thai cuisine tastes quite similar to Thai food. The tangy and spicy flavors are very appetizing.
Today, we are doing our pre-wedding photo shoot.
Dali's picturesque scenery is perfect for a photo shoot.
We notice a cloud shaped like a feather. Maybe it's a sign of good luck.
We made a video on pre-wedding photo shoots in China. You can click on the link in the description if you are interested.
After a long day, our stomachs were empty. A perfect opportunity to try some mushroom hot pot.
Yunnan is well known for its mushrooms, and the mushroom hot pot here is fresh and delicious. As winter in Dali is warm, you can still see trees full of flowers.
If you are tired from riding, there are plenty of cafes to sip some coffee while enjoying the view.
Next stop, Lijiang. We are excited because the scenery and culture there are very different.
We've arrived at our hotel in Lijiang.
We were surprised at how spacious the room is, and not to mention the charming antique feel. Many accommodations in the ancient town are beautiful and full of character, but keep in mind that cars aren't allowed in the old city. So if you choose to stay here, be prepared to lug your suitcases along the cobblestone streets. Our first meal in Lijiang was steamed pot fish, a local specialty. The milky white fish broth looked incredibly tasty, and the flavor was so delightful that we ended up having it again after returning from Shangri-La.
Early the next morning, we set out for Meili Snow Mountain to take our pre-wedding videos.
On the way, we were blessed with a view of the first rays of sunlight illuminating the mountain peaks. We have arrived at Meili Snow Mountain.
After doing my makeup, we took the cable car up to Yunnan. Breathing the snow-capped mountain in a wedding gown in winter requires not just courage, but also some oxygen support and a thick jacket to keep warm.
That stretch of blue water in the distance is Blue Moon Valley. We didn't get to visit this time due to time constraints, but we hope to visit it again someday.
The evening sky in Lijiang was absolutely stunning.
We filmed from daytime all the way into the night. Dinner was another Yunnan specialty, cured ribs hot pot.
Even though it was already December, Lijiang felt more like autumn than winter.
Here is a lazy dog napping by the street. As dusk fell, the ancient town lit up beautifully. In the main square, local Bai people danced around a bonfire, and everyone was welcome to join.
Winter nights in the old town were peaceful and quiet. Many of Lijiang's homestays have adorable cats and dogs.
This is our accommodation for the night. Tomorrow, we'll cross the Meili Snow Mountain Pass, which is over 4,000 meters high, so it's time to rest up. Good night, everyone.
Good night. We set off in the morning under thick clouds. Hope the sky clears up later.
Gazing into the distance at Jinsha River, this morning glow was truly breathtaking. In that instant, I understood the Chinese saying, "Rivers and mountains are like a painting." We passed through the spectacular Tiger Leaping Gorge. Even in the winter, the river rushes fiercely through the valley. Between the snowy mountains and the valley floor, there is a height difference of over 3,700 meters. There are several hiking trails along the river which are suitable for different levels of hiking enthusiasts. The Tiger Leaping Gorge scenic area is at 3,000 meters above sea level. If you're prone to altitude sickness, make sure to carry an oxygen canister. We reached the ancient town of Dukazong in Shangri-La before noon. These bear-like big dogs are Tibetan Mastiffs.
We had a quick bowl of beef rice noodles before continuing our journey.
Nabahai Lake is a highland lake. It's probably at its most beautiful in summer, but the sound of the waves and the shimmering reflections are very calming. Halong Bridge is a scenic spot commemorating the Red Army's Long March.
As we continue on our journey, the sun gradually disappeared behind the snowy mountains.
We've arrived at the Meili Snow Mountain. At 4,000 meters above sea level, an immense silence enveloped everything. Apart from the occasional passing vehicle, there was no other sound.
We witnessed the golden mountain sunset glow on the road.
We arrived at the Meili Temple viewing platform in the evening. With a white stupa in the foreground, the beautiful 13 peaks of Meili stood majestically behind.
Look at this little ship. If only we could take it home.
We checked into the Meili Eye View Hotel. This hotel boasts the best location in Meili Temple for viewing the Meili Snow Mountain. The staff were incredibly warm and helpful. Oxygen is supplied in the rooms, so there's no need to worry about altitude sickness at night.
We captured a photo of the snow mountains under the moonlight from our room.
Early the next morning, we made our way to the viewing platform to catch the first light on the mountains. The golden glow on Meili's peaks. It is said that this spectacular view is only visible about 40 days a year, and is believed to bring a year of good luck.
Viewing the Meili Range from Meili Temple is a life-changing experience. The 13 peaks of Meili are among the most elegantly beautiful snow-capped mountains. All mountains are beautiful in their own way, but honestly, after Meili, it's hard to be impressed by anything else.
Time to head back to Shangri-La.
Bye bye, Meili Snow Mountain. Welcome to see you again.
Today's destination is Potatso National Park, and this season, the grass and the trees are dry and yellow, but the ice and snow covering them create their own unique beauty. The park is pretty large, and it took us 3 hours to walk one of the routes.
returned to Dukezong ancient city in the evening and checked into our hotel. It's clean and tidy.
We are out exploring the ancient town. You absolutely must try this yak milk cheese. It's the most fragrant, delicious cheese we've ever had.
Look at the Tibetan-style square dancing.
For dinner, we chose a yak meat hot pot restaurant. It was very affordable, just over 100 RMB for two. The pot was filled with yak meat slices at the top and yak meat chunks in the broth, and it was hard for the two of us to finish it. The highland barley bread was also very aromatic. The Tibetan owner was very welcoming and hospitable. Worried that we might not be used to the taste of butter tea, he told us not to order it and instead offered us a cup to try. He also brewed a cup of fresh yak milk for us. Drinking a cup of rich, hot yak milk in the winter highlands was pure bliss. Songzanlin Monastery, known as Little Potala Palace, is a very beautiful Tibetan monastery. The temple glowed golden in the sunlight. Here, you can rent Tibetan clothing and be a little Choma for a day. As we were at Meili Temple the day before, climbing the stairs was not a problem for us.
Headed back to Lijiang. On the way, we saw colorful auspicious clouds. This is our accommodation for tonight. Also very clean and pretty. They even have a little pig. Even though it's winter, the courtyard is still full of life.
We ventured out before dark to explore Lijiang's ancient town.
This is an interesting Yunnan cuisine restaurant with some innovative dishes. For example, the highland barley bread had this sweet, sticky millet inside, which I absolutely loved.
8 hours later.
This is our last day in Lijiang.
Met a super cute little cat in the ancient town. Our final meal in Lijiang was a wild mushroom hot pot. The bamboo fungus was my favorite.
We enjoyed the last glimpses of the sunset at Lijiang before we took the high-speed train to Kunming for a flight back to Singapore. See you next time!